game 144. We got less than 20 games left. With that being said, let's take a look at how the playoffs are going to shape up. Yankees have the East, but it is a 3-team fight. I am shocked at this. I figured the Yankees would be well above 90 wins by now, pushing 100 to win the division. The Rays would be about 90-game winner, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, and fighting for a wild card. Didn't expect them to be in it. Not going to lie. Love the Sox, they're my favorite team, but I expected them to be in third place in the East, above the Blue Jays, not by much, and then the Orioles finishing last, obviously, in the East. That is a shocker. Wow. This is probably the best I've seen the Red Sox do in any of these runs. Especially without Chris Sale now. I know at the start of when this game first came out, they were contenders. They were in the contender category, and they still had Chris Sale. Now they're in the underdog category, and Chris Sale is injured, so he spends his season in the minors. He doesn't get called up. So I'm shocked at that. That's going to be interesting. The AL East is a 3-team fight. 3 teams within 3.5 games of each other. Wow. The Twins have the Central, and they pretty much have it locked down with less than 20 games to go. They have a 7.5 game lead. The magic number is 11. The Astros are 4 games away from winning the West. No surprise there. I figured the A's would be a little bit better than that. This is how I expected the standings to be. Astros winning the West with the A's in second. Angels taking third place, above 500. Hopefully they stay above 500. And then the Rangers in fourth, hovering around 500. And then probably below still, and then the Mariners in the basement. No surprise there. But right now, it's going to be interesting to see the Rays and the Red Sox going for the wild card. The Indians a half game back from the Sox. And don't count out the A's yet. They're only 4.5 back. Yeah, I would even count out the White Sox. It's a little unlikely, but you never know. NL East, the Braves have it all but locked down. They're 4 games away from clinching the East. This is how I expected the East to look, too, in the NL, actually. I'm surprised. The Braves winning the East. You know, the 90-plus season, win season. They've lost 4 straight, and the Mets have actually won 7 straight. And the Nationals have lost 4 straight on top of that, too. So the Mets are catching fire late to make a push. They just got above 500 now with this 7-game win streak of theirs to skirt themselves up into second place. The East is all done, pretty much. The Braves are going to have it. I figured the Mets would finish second. I figured it'd be a little bit closer than this. If the Mets are healthy between their pitching and now their offenses kind of came to life too. I didn't realize how good their bullpen was. I kind of forgot. Nationals finishing third. Yeah, that's about where I'd expect them to be. I think they're still a better team than the Phillies, even though they've lost 4 straight and the Phils have won 6 straight, so that they're knocking on each other's doors here. I think the Phils are missing pieces. I think the Nationals are certainly missing pieces now too, but like, I don't know. They're better than I had been giving them credit for. The Phillies, I think they're not there yet. So to see them down there doesn't surprise me. Marlins in the basement, absolutely. The NL Central, yeah, this is about right too. Cubs taking the Central because it's gonna be it's like a fight, but obviously the Cubs are a better team than any team here now. The Reds have won 7 straight to get them up to where they are now. I figured they would finish in second. I think the Cardinals are overrated, so I think that's about an appropriate spot for them, just below 500 in third place. The Brewers, I want them to be better than that, but I'm starting to realize they're just not. So finishing there doesn't surprise me, and the Pirates, terrible. No surprise there. NL West, I can't speak too much on my own division because of my impact on the division, but with me aside, I figured, yeah, Giants in last, Rockies right there, Diamondbacks about 500 or so, and then the Dodgers would probably be, after my impact, about 90-game winners, and they have a shot at that, so seems right. The NL wildcard is going to go to the Dodgers. I 100% expected that, I'm sorry. And then the Mets are there, but also don't count the D-backs, the Reds, or the Cardinals even, I'd say. Because they're all within 3 games, so they have a shot. I think if anyone's going to make it, I'd probably be Cincinnati out of these 3 teams, if you ask me, but that's besides the point. The Mets have won 7 straight, so they're going to be a little hard to catch, but so have the Reds, so they're hovering right there with them. The Mets are starting, they come out of nowhere on a 7-game win streak to jet up into that second wild card spot, but look out for the Reds. They've won 9 of their last 10. So it'll be interesting to see how the season winds down and unfolds here. I don't know if I changed my lineups from September call-ups. I did not, so I need to do that really quick. We got C.J. Abrams called up. Good speed, good fielding. decent contact, but not the best hitter. He's only 19 years old, so this is incredible. Right, 19? Yeah, 19. He's only 19 years old, so that's awesome to see. Okay, so I need to change my lineup. For the second to last time, I'm letting Profar DH against righties. I remember that. So I was doing Grisham leading off. Tatis. Pham, Machado. Hosmer, Aquino. Dozier, Profar, Mejia. Let me switch those two. Versus a righty with no DH. Yeah, everyone's where they're supposed to be. Grisham, Tatis, Pham, Machado, Hosmer, Aquino, Dozier, Mejia. Versus a lefty with the DH. That's where Will Myers is going to come in. Trent Grisham is still going to play because I need his speed at the top of the lineup. The only alternative would be Profar again at DH and Will Myers in the outfield, putting Aquino in center. But I like having his speed in his fielding. So Grisham, Tatis, Machado, Pham. See, I want Machado in the top 3 because of his hitting, but at the same time, I'll switch those two. Machado, Dozier, Myers, Aquino, Hosmer, Mejia. No DH. I said I'm going to swap those two. Tatis is going to lead off. Then Pham. Then Machado. What did I do here? I feel like I did something here that managed to keep... Because I don't have a cleanup hitter against lefties, really. I could go Dozier, like he's not the worst. I guess I'll go Dozier. Dozier, Myers, Aquino, Mejia, Hosmer, yeah. Fuck it. Pitching rotation. Hopefully it'll stay this way for the playoffs, but Chris Paddock is definitely number 1. Jameson Taillon number 2. Lucchesi number 3. Mackenzie Gore got called up. He is not bad. Only 20 years old with a potential. Shane Green's definitely the closer with Kirby Yates in the setup role and Emilio Pagan as well. I might switch Pagan and Stammen, I'm not sure. But Paddock, Taillon, Lucchesi, Garrett Richards, Dinelson, Lamet, even though Lamet's got better stuff. That's besides the point. Alright. We're all set for the last 18 games. We're up 1-0 in the top of the 7th against Arizona. Taillon's only given up 2 hits. I have 4 Snapchats I haven't opened.
Have built themselves a formidable margin atop the division. For a report on how they're handling their success, let's pay a visit to our friend Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I spoke with one of the coaches before the game today, and he made their position very clear. He told me complacency is not our friend. We're not about to start celebrating our achievements because we haven't achieved anything yet. He went on to say that there are still aspects of their total game that can be improved upon, and he emphasized the importance of peaking in the fall when it counts most.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
I don't get what I was just looking at. Okay.
Leading off for the Diamondbacks, the third baseman, number 5.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
I didn't take my allergy pill.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Seth Beer. What a name.
Beer.
He's not bad against lefties. Who's this Seth Beer guy? 23 years old, 69 overall. He's a left fielder that can also play first base, and he's just decent hitter already. Wow.
Hit and run on. Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2.
Here's
a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
He didn't look overly smooth right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, the catcher,
is down for the first out in the 7th.
I love the trades that I've made for this team. This is probably the most like realistic, but also like incredible trades that I've done, in a sense of like I got younger and better without really giving up any of my biggest prospects. I gave up some big ones, don't get me wrong, but not like any of my top 4. We got better and younger. Jameson Tyone, Aristides Aquino were both in the minors before I traded for them. And then Shane Green just kind of fell in my lap, and he's having an incredible year, so I said, why the fuck not? They didn't really want anyone special for him, so I said, yes.
Line towards center field. LoCastro is there, and he has it for the first out.
the batter, the catcher, Francisco Mejia.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
No, that's low.
1 run, 5 hits. No errors in the ball game for the
Okay,
Padres.
I'll think about keeping Tyone in for the 8th if I don't get his lineup spot due up.
Hit sharply on the ground. Scooped up. In time.
I'm gonna need 2 2-out hits or like errors or walks or what. I need my 7 and 8 to get on.
The batter, number 9, second baseman,
That'll bring up
Ryan.
Those two up in the
second
bullpen.
baseman Brian Dozier.
That was a hanger.
Dozier with a drive out to left field.
Come on, stay fair, get out.
And
Nice.
Way up there to the top of the Western Metal Building.
Beautiful for Brian Dozier. That was a hanger, but it was a high one. And wow, that ball was high. Holy shit, that hit the roof. I didn't think that was actually. I thought that just like hit off the like first balcony. Oh my god, like it wasn't far, but it was high. Good God. And it stayed fair. Like, how can you tell if it's a fair ball or not when it lands on the roof? But I mean, I guess yeah. Wow, that was incredible. What a home run.
Now the pitch. And it's belted high.
Okay, I guess I am going to get Tyone's spot due up after all.
And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. Around
Maybe.
second. He's on his way to
He's
third.
in there.
And he'll get in there safely. So that's now 7 triples for
the
him on the
pitcher,
season,
number
fella.
50,
And Matt, that's a
Gabe
pretty
Estes.
good
I want to let Tyone swing the bat.
Ty
actually.
Yo.
to shoot the ball in the gap, and he's not afraid to go
I want him to
full
pitch the
throttle
8th.
around the
I don't know what his
bases.
pitch count was, but I like him.
Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. And oh, this one's by him to the backstop. And he will score.
Even
from
better.
Third. A daring move as he scores on what ought to be called a wild pitch.
Now he's got the wild pitch, run scores, 3-0.
Who pulled the string way out in front, the ball and a strike.
So that wasn't even like a risky play to like not, you know, give up a run chance because I let the pitcher hit.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
And he struck him out.
Yeah, whatever.
7th of the ball game.
Zach
and
Gallen
that
was still
ends the
pitching that inning, but whatever.
Digging in, Nick Ahmed.
He's pitching at 78
Leading
striking.
off
That's
for
beautiful.
Arizona, the shortstop.
Ooh, go foul. No, that's staying fair.
On the left field line, that's going to be a fair
Okay, you can't be
ball.
taking tumbles like
Through
that.
First and hustling for second.
Here's the 4th hit of the
That tumble
game,
really
and it's
fucked
a
me.
good
Your
one.
attention,
Puts a good
please.
swing on this thing,
Pinch
and
hitting
it goes
for
for a
Arizona.
double. We'll see if they
Number
can build on
4.
it here.
0-1.
Late on the fastball.
Marquez.
for strike 1.
That was a hanger.
Toward right center field. Back goes
He's
Grisham.
going to take third on this because Grisham's
He gets
circling
there
the
to put it
catch
away,
area.
but the runner
So
tags
going
and
right at it.
breaks for third. And he'll get to the third here on the flyout, so he's 90 feet away here with one gone.
Now batting,
First
right
offering
fielder.
on its way.
Starling.
Ooh, that's a little bit of a benefit call for me. Thank you, sir.
Cold, strike one. Now a swing and a miss with a slider for a strike.
His slider's been impressive.
No, it's going to drop in and score a run. Fuck me. I knew I should have took Tyone out. Fuck.
The runner from third, and don't look now. They've cut the lead down to 2.
Well, I want him to get out of this inning.
The center fielder.
He represents
Tim
the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best
Okay.
result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it.
The
So
batter.
he could just be looking
The
for
left
some way
fielder.
to keep that line.
David.
Fastball
Peralta.
hits the lower part of the zone, called for the strike.
Fuck,
Swing and a
dude.
liner. In there, the base hit.
I really want him to
And
get
I
out of
think
this
he might have
inning.
pulled himself into a false sense of security out there.
The third
Prior to
baseman,
this inning,
number
he
5.
was pitching a shutout.
Eduardo
Now he's starting to look a little off.
Escobar.
Now
Yeah,
a
he is
ball
off.
line to the left side. Looking to minimize the damage here. Hit
Really
on the
off.
ground down the first
Pick it
base
up.
line. Oh, and he can't pick it up clean.
There we go.
On to first, and that'll
Okay.
do it.
Take it.
Your
Time to
attention,
pitch
please.
out of the
So I'll do
bullpen in
this.
the
Now
bottom
pitching
half of
for
the eighth.
Arizona.
Sit down,
Number
pick on. I'll take
20.
Kirby Yates up,
Try it
warm up
again.
Shane Green.
No hits in
Rondon.
3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Pulled high in the air.
Damn, if I
out to
power
left
swung
field.
that might have gotten out.
And he will make the catch while ranging backward as he just put the glove up and hauled it in for the first out.
Now batting. The first baseman.
Coming to the
Eric.
plate now, Eric Hosmer.
Eric
Hosmer
overrated
is
Hosmer.
back after striking out his last time up. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Peralta on the move. He tracks it down and
Man,
makes a
I've been
play
having
to
some
record
bad
the second
acid
out.
reflux lately.
The third
Standing
baseman,
in the
number
box,
5.
Greg Garcia.
Greg
0 for 3 to this point.
Garcia.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expected to pick up 2
I
or
don't know
3
if Greg
hits
Garcia
most of the
fits in
time.
with the
That's not
definition
really
of
how
such a
baseball
good
works,
hitter.
though.
Peralta is under it, and he makes the
He has potential to be a good hitter, but I don't think he's there yet.
new inning set to
All right,
get
Shane
underway,
Green, you're up.
and set to go
Leading
is
off
the
for
rookie
Arizona.
first baseman,
The
Seth
first
Beer.
baseman,
Shane Green
Seth
takes the ball now in inning number
Beer.
9, looking to
Your
close the
attention,
door.
please.
On its
Now
way, the
pitching
0-1
for the
pitch.
Padres.
Hit fairly well out to
Number
straightaway
20.
center.
Shane Green.
There, one quick out to start inning number 9.
Still don't like that bell, but whatever.
Now batting.
So
The
stepping
catcher.
in, Stephen Vogt, head-to-head battles with
Vogt.
Shane Green. He's
I mean, in the game, like I'm sure it'd be really cool if like I were an actual Padres fan. I mean, I do like the Padres a lot as an NL team because of Don Orsillo, but I'm sure if I like went to actual Padres game, was a Padres fan like through and through,
Green rarely finds himself in much trouble
that
out of the
I would
bullpen,
think
at
that
least
bell
in
is sick as
terms of
fuck.
giving up base hits. He's proven to be a tough guy to battle up. So it was
I
a
still haven't taken my
strikeout
allergy pill
looking
for some
there.
reason.
Stephen Vogt goes down for
The
out
batter,
number
number
2 in the top of the
Second
ninth.
Get this out first.
Ildemaro Vargas
Ildemaro
is in with 2 away
Vargas.
as he takes a ball 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. The 1-1 home. Slow roller down the third baseline. Throw to first
He's
here
out.
will be in time
Beautiful.
for the
All right,
final
I like your
out.
time.
The Padres come back and even up this 4-game series in a game apiece as this one is over. Guys, it seems like this team just refuses to ever let a downward trend get any kind of traction.
Well, that's why they are where they are, Matt. They've been pretty unflappable when tested all season long. It tells you something about the character of this team, the way they respond to adversity. This team dropped a couple of games, so they upped their energy a bit and got right back on track. It's a
Oh,
trait
it's
of a
Keith Cole
champion,
and Kurt Schilling.
and
Okay.
this team has been literally a real contender all season long.
Let's get that off of my phone charger. There. All right, so my guess is I'm only going to get one more opportunity to play, and that'll be if we get to the all-time wins record. Okay, I guess not. We're just going right to the end here. Oh, wait. Ooh, this is nice. Last game of the season at home against the Dodgers. We have a chance to set the wins record on the last day of the year. Dodgers already have that clinched. So, so not only do we get a chance to do it at home against our biggest rival in the division on the last game of the year, but this gives me a chance for extra momentum going into October. Joey Lucchesi has only given up 1 hit through 7. Top of the 8th. Max Muncy's up. This feels like a preview for the postseason. Because if the Dodgers win the wild card game, they're playing us here.
The Friars, in this final game of the season, are trying to earn a win and set a new all-time record for wins
Leading
in a
off for the
single
Dodgers,
campaign.
the first baseman, Max
In there, and it's
Muncy.
0-1.
Hey, great job pounding the zone strike one. When you've got a great hitter in the box, you got to get ahead. Count
I got a
leverage
ball,
is a
one
must.
strike.
Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. Here's a fly ball,
Shit.
well hit. A ball that's carrying. And as
I wouldn't be able to
Dodger
catch that
fans have
anyways.
heard for years, he is out of here. Into the box now.
It's fucking
batter,
bullshit.
number 14,
Yeah,
A
he's been
wall
producing
scraper.
it all year,
PK
so this should come as
Hernandez.
a surprise
From
to
Max
nobody.
Muncy
But
against
just
a
because
fucking
it's
lefty.
expected doesn't mean it's any less impressive. One swing,
Nope.
we are
That's
tied.
inside.
1-1 to count. A ball and 2 strikes now. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error in the ball game for the Dodgers to this point.
Ball.
Plays off.
I need the
2-2
offense to
now.
wake up.
I got the count.
Lucchesi has been
2-2.
pitching his balls off here in the last game of the year.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate.
Look at the
and
bullpen.
he'll
Shane
have
Green is
another
up.
shot at
I
it
need to
here.
warm up. I'll warm up Mackenzie Gore. No, actually, I won't. Warm up gone.
2-2. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Aquino is right there, 1 down.
So that means they had a lefty in the mound of Aquino's in center. Myers
Now
is in
batting,
right.
shortstop,
Which doesn't surprise me. They've got, what,
Seager.
Kershaw,
In
Urias,
there,
Price.
strike 1, 0-1.
I think Walker Buehler's a righty.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error in the ball game for the Dodgers to this point. Stays alive, still 0-2. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. He's ready. Here's
Now
the first
batting,
offering.
catcher, Will
Weak
Smith.
grounder down the line at
Damn it, I
third.
wish that stayed fair, honestly.
This gets foul. It's 0-1. It's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Lead-off homer, and now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning without any
Oof.
further damage.
Come on.
Protecting
This is
on
going to be your
0-2,
last batter,
so
Lucchesi,
we'll
so
do
you got to
it
make it
again.
count.
The 0-2.
We already dethroned them as division winners after, like, they won it for 7 straight years or whatever.
And another foul.
Come
ball.
on, dude. I would love it if we made it so they don't win 90 games and we win 117.
And he's
There we
got
go.
another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game.
And a boy, Lucchesi.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to
Oh, they
go.
still have the
And
left-handed
we
on in
got
Kershaw,
the first
whose
baseman,
energy is
Eric
so high
The
because he's
first
only thrown
baseman,
72 pitches. What the
Eric
fuck?
Hosmer.
And he popped him up.
What a surprise. Eric
On the
overrated
grass.
Hosmer.
He gets there and makes the play
The one
for
guy I
the
wish I
first
could have
out.
replaced that I didn't. Alright, we're going to go to the, yeah, pinch hit. I guess Tommy Pham. It's got to be the one, right? And I can double switch him in for Will Myers. And I'll put Grisham in center. Yeah.
Your attention, please.
Move into the on
Pinch
deck
hitting for
circle
the
now to
Padres.
try to get something
Number
started here with
28.
1 gone in the inning.
Tommy Pham.
Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left.
And a boy,
center
Pham.
field. And oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And he is into second base with 1 away. It's the go-ahead
Now
run.
batting,
Up next
shortstop,
is Fernando
Fernando
Tatis Jr. Been a rough
Tatis
go of things at the plate for him so far, but these
Jr.
guys are looking for him
Come on,
to change that
Fernando.
right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Ball, that's out.
Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Hey, this one's tied late in the game. As a pitcher right now, you just can't lay a cookie in there 1-0.
He's set, now the pitch.
Nope, that's a ball.
Wow, that's a strike, but I'll take
He
it.
may be down 2-0 after those first two pitches on this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about.
Yeah, those are
He
very
didn't
great
miss
pitches.
by
It
a
should be
whole lot,
1-1.
so it's not like he's all over the place.
Damn it, dude.
Skied into
That was a
short left
rising
center.
fastball.
Ranges back, and he has it for route number 2.
The
Digging
left
in
fielder,
now.
number
Trent
2.
Grisham, runner in scoring position with Sudan.
Grisham.
Oh, Trent.
First pitch on its way. Go ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Now a look and a throw back to
He's
second.
safe.
Runner back safely.
Interesting strategy having Kershaw go this long. I mean, you got Buehler for the wild card game.
And quickly 0-2.
So this feels like a postseason game right here, and the way they haven't even gotten to the wild card game yet. So this is perfect for us. Wear them down before the wild card game.
0-2. Here it is. In the dirt here. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2.
Be even better if I depleted their bullpen, but it doesn't matter because they're got Buehler go probably 8 innings at least in the wild card game.
On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get.
Oh, but Trent Grisham coming through.
Field, a base hit. Run from second as they jump in front now, 2-1.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your
The
team
third
the lead
baseman,
the way
number
they did,
13.
that feels good.
Manny.
Especially when you're starting to score runs.
Machado.
Come on, Manny.
Pitching, when runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. Long throw to third, and he's
No,
safe.
safe.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front
Up
shoulder
next for
in,
the Padres,
kept his hands inside
the
the
second
baseball,
baseman,
ripped the base hit.
Ryan
If you're a pitcher right there,
Dozier.
Come on, Doji.
Your
sometimes
attention,
even
please.
when you make a good pitch,
The changes
ball's
for
gonna
the
go
Dozier.
somewhere. That
Now
one right up
pitching
the middle.
and batting in the
Here's
eighth.
Brian Dozier now.
Number 49.
Brian
Out to
Dozier.
left center field.
A 3-run shot
Now catching and batting
to
ninth.
put us up by 4.
To the wall, a home run.
Austin Barnes.
And all but seal win 117 in game 162.
3-run shot to left center, and that is 27 for him on the year, and it's suddenly a 5-1 ball game.
Wow, that's a tough one. Certainly
The
not
right
the way you
fielder,
wanna
number
start your
4.
day as a relief
Weir.
pitcher, giving up a home run.
Meyer.
Here's Will Myers. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul.
I got Yates and Green
4
up.
runs
No, I
in
got
this
Pagano
half
and Green up. I'm gonna sit down, Pagano, more Yates. I'm mad that Shane Green's ERA is above 1 now after it was so low for so long. I wanted to use him so I can get 3 outs and lower that ERA.
The 0-1.
Inside, ball 1.
Trinan has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game.
Why does it look like a Buffalo Wild Wings logo on his
lets that happen.
sleeve there
Part of
on
what
Myers?
makes him as effective as he is. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big middle cut.
Number
His eyes
44.
lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
At the plate, Aristides Aquino breaks his bat as this one's popped up. Toss behind the bat.
Oh my God, that was a nice play, and he actually almost beat that out because of how slow the animations were going. All right, Kirby Yates.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Thank
your
you.
attention, please.
Hoping to finish this
Now,
one off here in
for
the
the
top of the
Padres.
ninth. Ninth inning
Number
underway
39.
now as the first
What
pitch
is that? I can't tell what that logo is on their sleeves. I've never noticed that before. What the hell is that? Is that the Padres logo? Is that their... My guess is it's a Padre. Like it's Dad. Like I know they got the flag on the other side. Is that what their mascot looks like? I'm guessing mascot's not out and about right now. Damn.
just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2.
If Shane Green's ERA stayed where it was, I would have said he's a Cy Young winner. Like, he was doing better than Zach Britton in 2016.
The center fielder, number 11,
Oh, one's the count.
AJ
Paul. That wasn't a great pitch
1 and
to
1.
do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
The 1-1 home. Strike 2
1
swinging.
ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Made him look silly with that one.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he
Ding,
faces out of the
ding,
Now batting,
ding.
the third
No
baseman,
problems for him on the mound
Justin
since he's come out of the pen to
Turner.
start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks. He's making it look
There it
pretty
is.
easy. This has to make
117
it a
in
good
San
outing so
Diego.
far.
Sweeping the Dodgers to end the year. They don't hit the 90-game win mark. We hit the 117 win mark.
In 2001 Seattle Mariners for Major League Baseball's all-time regular season record.
Amazing feat, to say the least. This is now a historic team. Interesting, though, neither of those clubs went on to win the World Series, but I don't imagine that fact will give these guys pause. They're going to roll into October with a world of confidence.
You want to eat?
So we finished the second half with a 5-star second half. 117 wins, 45 losses. We were expected to win 106. We won 11 more than that. First in the division and batting and pitching. Third in fielding, A+ for the front office. If there's ever a time for an A+ grade for the front office, I'd say it's this one. And in the wild card, we're taking on the Dodgers. So we just swept them in 3 games. Now we got to face them in a first to 3 games. Let's take a look at the final standings. The Yankees won the East, and they did okay. So yeah, the East pretty much shaped up how I expected it. The Sox went from 3.5 games back to 14. They did terrible in the last 20 games. 2 games, and for that matter, in the last 10 games, only won 2 games. The Yankees won 12 straight to close out the year. So they took the East by 9 games. So this actually ended up being almost exactly how I would expect the East to look, with the Sox having a little bit of a better record than expected. But they had 10 more wins than losses, so they're 5 games above 500. But the Yankees won 100 games expected, the Rays won 91 expected, and the wild card. Sox finished 3rd. 86 wins is impressive for this team, so yeah. Twins won the Central, and it only actually ended up going by 2 games. I was kind of surprised. So the Indians stepped it up in the last 20 games or so. White Sox finished 3rd, and their record kind of petered out. They finished above 500, so this is pretty much also exactly how I'd expect the Central to go. I would think the Twins would have won a little bit more than that, and maybe the Indians a little bit less. Like maybe the Twins would have been pushing 100 or just hovering around there, with the Twins or the Indians a little bit closer to 90. White Sox above 500, but still out of it. Royals and Tigers in the basement. The West went to the Astros, and they took it. You know, no surprise there. Didn't win 100 games, which is nice to see, 'cause fuck the Astros. But yeah, this is almost exactly how I'd expect the West to look. Figured the Astros would be right around there. The A's probably would have been closer, I thought. The Angels, right around 500. They were 1 game under 500. Rangers under, Mariners basement. Wild card going to the Indians and the Rays. Sure, why not? The A's finished 4 games back. Sox 5 games back. Not bad. Expected. The NL East went to the Braves, and they took it. Yeah, no surprise. Close to 100 wins. That's nice. Good for them. Yeah, this is also pretty much what I'd expect. Nationals a little under 500. The Mets above 500, and in second place, and the Braves take the East. Central went to the yeah, this is like, this throws me off a little bit. Other than this, which even then, this isn't too shocking. But if I had to pick one other than obviously my own impact, I'd say this is the most, as I would expect every team to do, run that I've seen, other than obviously here. We got our team up to the top 3. Wow, cool. Dodgers, Mets, wild card, which the Dodgers won. The Diamondbacks finished a game back, and it actually took a game 163 for the Mets and D-backs to figure that out. So that's cool. So we had a tie for the second wild card with the Mets beating the Diamondbacks, then going on to lose to the Dodgers in the wild card game itself. So we've got an interesting playoff bracket here, a little bit different on the AL side. Not team-wise, but position-wise. The Yankees got the 1 seed facing the Rays from the wild card game. The Astros and Twins are facing off. That's going to be an interesting series because the Astros pitching is not as complete anymore. Verlander's getting older. Greinke's getting older. They don't have Garrett Cole. And they don't have other guys that they had in previous postseason runs like Charlie Morton or Dallas Keuchel. Obviously, they're not huge names, but still. So it's really a battle of two powerhouse offenses because both teams really don't have that much pitching. Bullpen-wise, I think the Twins have the edge a little bit with Trevor May, Taylor Rogers. Astros do have Scumbag Ozuna, and there's someone else that's really good and I can't remember his name. I want to say Ryan Presley, but I know it's not him. If I saw him, I'd know it. Cubs Braves is also a little bit different with the Dodgers taking the wild card game facing us. So hopefully we can bounce the Dodgers. If I had to make predictions here, I'm saying the Yankees beat the Rays, the Astros beat the Twins, and then in a close series, I could actually see the Astros beating the Yankees here. But since the Yankees have home field advantage, I'm going to go with them. Over on the NL side of things, I think the Braves beat the Cubs. Hopefully we beat the Dodgers off, obviously. Bleh, can't talk. And then we would take the Braves out, and we would face the Yankees in a 98 rematch. I believe it was 98. Why is Drew Pomeranz on the mound? Oh, because we're down 5-2 in Game 1 of the NLDS. I got so scared for a second thinking, oh, I didn't change my lineups and shit. Okay, I knew I was forgetting something. So I gotta go back and do that before things go further here.
Heidi Watney met with the players earlier. Heidi, where do you sense this team is mentally coming into this division series?
Do save and exit. Make sure everything's right. Kinda sucks that Chris Paddock got pulled so early on. Chris Paddock, Jameson Tyone, Lucchesi, Lamet, Richards. Green is the closer with these two as my setups. Okay, so the pitching's straight. I just had to change my 4 and 5, which is fine. I like Donaldson Lamet stuff better, but Garrett Richards had a better year. Lineup. Wow, look at these all-stars. Mejia was an all-star. Hosmer, Tatis, Machado, and Pham, all all-stars. Beautiful. Love to see it. Switch that. Lineup is going to go as follows. Trent Grisham, Tatis, Pham, Machado, Hosmer, Aquino, Dozier, Mejia, Profar. No DH. Grisham, Tatis, Pham, Machado, Hosmer, Aquino, Dozier, Mejia. Lefty with a DH. You switch with you. You switch with you. Grisham. Pham, Tatis. No. Fuck. I forgot what I did here. I can never remember what I fucking did here. Tatis, Machado, Pham, Dozier, Myers, Hosmer, Aquino, Mejia. Switch those two because Aquino has a good arm. Or Aquino has better fielding and speed. No, I'm going to keep that way. So we'll do Tatis, Pham, Machado, Dozier, Myers, Hosmer, Aquino, Mejia. I don't like that. I don't like something about this. I think I had Aquino lead off, actually. I'll do that. Aquino, Tatis, or no, I had Aquino batting second here. No, where the fuck? Okay, I'll have Aquino lead off either way. Aquino, Tatis, Machado, Pham, Myers, Hosmer. No, Dozier, Myers, Hosmer, Mejia. Okay. See how that goes. We're down 5-2 in game one of the top of the sixth. So Chris Paddock came out strong in the first 2 innings, went scoreless, but then all of a sudden the third inning gives up 2 runs. We score 1 back. They give up 3 more in the fifth, and yeah, I'd pull him at that point. So, not upset that he's no longer in the game in the decision-making category, but I am upset that he's no longer in the game in the sense of his ability.
Met with the players earlier. Heidi, where do you sense this team is mentally coming into this division series?
Matt, I visited with several players and coaches ahead of this opening game of the division series, and one
So now
thing
Drew
I noticed
Pomeranz
was a
is gonna
sense
take
off
of
for the
calm
Dodgers.
or quiet
The
confidence.
catcher.
They feel like
Will
there isn't much standing in their way as long as they can continue to do what got them here. Well, that's easier said than done, but there is a lot of belief in this clubhouse.
Can Heidi Watney shut up?
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Boy, good cutting action to that. The first out of the inning.
This is the pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game.
pitcher,
Starting
number
in on
22,
the hitters in the opposite
Clayton
batter's box, it can
Kershaw.
be a real effective
Kershaw's
hit.
on the mound
He's
again,
located
wow.
well, and that one was.
How many days were in between the last game of the year and this game? I guess he had a day off, wildcard game off, day off. Today, so we had 3 days rest.
So now to the plate, Clayton Kershaw. As he sends it on the ground to first. Take it
Got
to the
him.
bag himself for the out.
Now batting.
Standing in,
Number
Gavin
9.
Lux. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
0-1's the
Tried
count.
to check it, and it's 0-1. 1-1, Dodgers leadoff man. 1-2 now.
I got the count. 1 and
Hey,
2.
he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel
Nice.
to the baseball.
And he will get there to
Yeah, good inning, Palm, for the most part.
bottom of the 6th inning now. And
Leading off for the Padres.
Pitch count higher early,
The
though.
shortstop,
First pitch of the at-bat.
Fernando Tatis.
Tatis
Fly
on the
ball
October
out to
stage.
center field.
That's going to stay up. Wow.
Great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit. That was not a good pitch, but he handled it nicely.
The batter, number 9.
Got to wonder what
Second
he has to do
baseman,
to get it past this
Ryan.
guy. That pitch was
Come on,
off
Dozier.
late, but he showed great reach, gets
Dozier.
good extension, and drives it for a
Dozier.
2-bagger.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And
Brian
it's
Dodger Killer
gone.
Dozier 2-run shot. You love to see it. It's a 1-run game.
Straight away left. His first homer so far in the series. As they pull within 1 here, it's now a 5-4.
So many young
Now
guys
batting.
in October here.
Number 44.
Standing in now, Aristides Aquino. As he will
Nope.
look at a first pitch fastball for ball
Tatis,
1. 0 for 2
Aquino,
from
Trent
him so far
Grisham,
in this one.
even to an extent, Machado still young, Pham still young, Chris Paddock, Dinelson Lamet, Jamison Tyone.
His windup. Here comes the 1-0. And I believe they'll say
One
he
ball,
broke
one
the
strike.
plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike.
Definitely forgetting some guys too, but let's see, Machado is just now reaching the point where he's no longer young. Had a boy Aquino,
And
go
that's a
to.
base hit into left field. He takes the turn and heads for second. He's able to
He's
hustle
safe.
his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit. Just an
Good rip.
absolute
Now batting.
laser.
The catcher,
Streaming off the
Ron
bat, if you will. The
Fisco.
show track tells us it went out at
Mejia.
112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by. Into the box, Francisco Mejia.
Ooh.
As Kershaw will
0-1.
get the upper hand here with strike 1.
This is
Those
going
guys
to be
were
an
nice.
interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
That was a great slider.
And And here's the ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. And this is run down out there in right center as the runner tags from second.
Good tag. All right, Will Myers, you're in the lineup for lefties for a reason.
The center fielder,
make it happen
number
here.
4, Will Myers.
Chase Kershaw out of here.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Oh, that's not a good one to do it on.
The at-bat. 4 runs,
It's weird. The
9
sky is
hits,
blue, but it's also like
and
very
1
dark.
error for the Padres so
It's only 4:54. And boy, Myers, you got the run in. That's all that matters. Oh, pull him off the bag.
Wide at first as it pulls him off the bag, and a run's going to score.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box.
They're going to stick with Kershaw. Wow.
Right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan.
Jason Profar's already pinch hit at this point, too. I don't really have anyone on the bench I can use for against lefties.
Right off the bat as a pitcher, you can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's.
I'm going to let Pomeranz stay in.
Just what's meant to be.
The pitcher, number 50, Drew Pomeranz.
Terrible jump, I got a bunt. Damn it, I was hoping Myers could potentially steal second. But that was the world's worst jump. It's the first time I've seen anyone with like a stealing of above like 30.
Up next for the Padres, the left fielder, Tommy Pham.
Who's batting second? Oh, Hosmer. Of course.
And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal.
Hosmer's so overrated, dude.
Now batting, the first baseman, Eric.
I got his postseason experience at least.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that
Stop
the guys
riding his
truly
dick.
gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer.
He's not a total package at all.
Really special.
Back up the middle, reined in.
Like, what total package does he have? He's not a power hitter. He's not really a contact hitter. He can't hit both-handed pitchers. He can't really. He's got terrible speed. And as far as I know, he's no longer like he was a decent fielder before, but he's not anymore.
Ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a fastball called for strike 1. Here's a late swing and a miss.
No
strike
ball,
2.
2 strikes.
I don't know what it is about the medium dick riding him, too. I will never forget when he scored that. I don't know if it was the game-tying run or the go-ahead run in Game 5 against the Mets in the 2015 World Series. And Joe Buck immediately screams after he scores, "What incredible base running by Hosmer!" Like, no. That was actually terrible. Hosmer is out by like 10 to 12 feet easily if there's no throwing error. And in which case, that's terrible base running by Hosmer. If that throws on line, he's out with ease, and who knows what happens, obviously, but it'll probably still be the Royals World Series, but that is not incredible base running in the least bit. But no, let's dick ride because it's Eric Hosmer.
Now batting, the right fielder, Cody Bellinger.
0-1's the count.
By him here, 0-1 in prior matchups against Drew Pomeranz. He's got a 3-for-7 line.
The count, 0-2.
Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Bellinger connects.
Are you fucking kidding me? This is exactly why I left Pomeranz in, to get the lefty-lefty matchup against Bellinger. But I almost forgot. Dude, Pomeranz is fucking terrible.
Next up is Max Muncy.
Now batting, the first base,
He was cruising in the
Max
7th, getting the first 2 outs, but then he offered up one that caught a little bit too much of the plate. This one got up and out of here. Ruining what looked like a good appearance.
Like, look at Bellinger against lefties. I'm pretty sure his numbers are significantly worse. Cody Bellinger, yeah, against, like, he's still got the power, but, like, his contact is way down. And his power, I mean, it's down 12. So that's, like, a significant dip. I don't know, I just think it's bullshit. And then I'm pretty sure Muncy's even worse against lefties. Like, the power's still there, but his contact's low. I literally almost got everything I needed out of Pomerantz, and then on the last guy, he fucking chokes.
Hit well towards the hole. Machado is there. And
Fuck you, fat ass.
but a good stretch by the
Months trying to beat that out.
Now batting, Manny Machado. 0 for 3.
Leading up for the Padres, the third baseman,
This thing's far
Manny
from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this
Machado.
game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra
Machado.
base hit away from tying this thing up.
Hit sharply on the ground. And
Nice,
this
we'll
is
take
through
that.
into right field, so the time runs aboard to kick
Why is
off the
Tatis
inning.
batting cleanup? That's beyond me.
Here's
Now
the
batting,
Dodgers skipper up out
the
of
shortstop.
dugout.
I mean, he's been coming through big time. He's 4 for 4, but or 3 for 3.
Starter this afternoon. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first.
And I'm gonna ground into a double play here, so it's not gonna fucking matter.
Looks at ball 1. Ready with the 1-0. Grounded down the third baseline.
This is gonna be a big risk, but I'm gonna do it.
Tries to bunt his way on here, but this is a foul ball. Stripling has proven
A great
to be
pitch to
guy
bunt
who
on, and you
throws
just
strikes
fucked up.
coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Also, one of the only guys we've seen with a bunt
Every
above
manager
20.
and pitching coach, Matty V, they love to bring a guy in that they know one
Oh, I
thing.
should have went on that.
Throw strikes and not
I would have
beat
had it with
himself.
ease.
This guy is
They
certainly
just gave me an
not afraid
opportunity
to
there, and I
attack the
fucked
strike
up
zone.
even more.
Here now the 2-2. A line shot to third
Fucking
base.
kidding me.
And it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settled with just the 1 out.
Now batting, second
Run,
baseman,
Dozier.
Now with
Ryan.
Dozier.
And that'll bring up
B-Dozer, the
second
B-Dozer.
baseman Brian Dozier.
Yeah, Matt, and going back to that last at bat when he hit the
Damn
homer,
it.
that was a fastball that was up in the zone. This guy likes the ball up in the zone, so if I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking try to keep the ball at the knees and below. He doesn't handle that
Now
low
batting.
pitch quite as well.
number 44,
Digging in now for San Diego, Aristides Aquino. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit.
See, that's what I mean. If that's me on the mound, that's not hitting me, that's not getting in the glove, that's going straight up the middle, and there's probably a fucking chance that the run scores somehow.
Here's
No.
Corey Seager, 0 for 2 with a
Leading off for the
sacrifice
Dodgers.
thus far.
the shortstop.
I gotta go to
Fred
stamina.
Stanley
Corey.
has been summoned from the bullpen as
Your
he'll do so
attention,
to
please.
start the inning.
Now pitching
Well
for the
thrown sinker
Padres,
that time down, but
number
in the strike
34,
zone.
Fred Stanley.
Slider and he can't
Good
pull
pitch.
the trigger. 2 strikes.
Oh
Not
shit,
much
it's
you're gonna
Friday.
do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch.
I thought that was gonna be a high throw.
Throw on to
I'm
first
glad that it
in
wasn't.
time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Up next for the Dodgers, the center fielder, Josh Peterson.
Digging in, Jock Peterson. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here it comes, 0-2.
Oh my god.
Base hit into right center. To the plate now.
Now
Will
batting,
Smith.
catcher,
As he'll take a
Will
look at ball
Count
1.
1-0.
Smith.
Hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. Ball and strike. Peterson, the runner at first with 1 down in the inning. Oh, it's on the ground to second.
No way.
Did he get his
Yep.
double play? Oh, and he takes
Why
his
wouldn't there be a
eye off
fucking
it here,
error?
and it goes right past him. Chris
Ladies
Taylor
and gentlemen,
will grab a bat
your
and hit for the
attention,
pitcher
please.
here.
Now we're just falling
Dodgers,
apart.
This one in at the letters,
number
so
3,
1.
Chris Taylor.
That's
A
a
little
ball.
bit low that time, maybe outside as well.
1-1. Ball.
Good break on the knuckle curve, but he missed with it. 2-1. Taylor playing here in his age 29 season. He was a 5th-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really
Wow, what a double play to make up for that error.
Double play, and that ends the inning.
Your
Pedro
attention,
Baez
please.
is on to pitch out
Pitching
bullpen
for
in
the
the bottom
Dodgers.
half of the 8th.
Number 52,
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring in the catcher, Francisco Mejia. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0.
2-0.
This is hit high in the air out toward left.
You know, it just dawned on me, and I'll never forget this for how fucking hilarious it was. In Game 3 of the World Series, when it went in 2018, Red Sox Dodgers, and it went 18 innings or however, I think it was 18 innings. And
set, here it comes. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Take every break I can get right now. I'll save the story for after. Against righties, Trent Grisham's gonna be my best bet here. Yeah.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Padres. Number 2, Trent Grisham.
Ground ball right
Keep that hole.
Dive, he's got it.
And they're not gonna get anyone though.
Now batting, left fielder, Tommy.
I hate these shadows creeping in right now.
Second, and guess what? He bought his battery, made a knock.
Yeah, he definitely bought him a knock. You know what else he's going to buy him? He's going to buy him dinner on the road at some point, because that's some significant hustle right there. It was a nice play. The internal clock of the defender thought he still had a chance at second. Wasn't meant to be.
Sent in the air.
That was some very
Peterson on the run. He tracks it down.
The commentary lines there was very smooth. It like went very fitting with the situation, which was like a very unique one.
Now batting, first baseman, Eric.
He'll look to bring home that time run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
That's a great pitch.
And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Right side, fair ball.
Eric Hosmer coming through in the clutch. Holy shit. Come on, get down.
In at second safely, as this game is tied late with a run scoring.
Now batting, third baseman,
Manny
Machado.
Machado.
Yeah, just another simple single to the outfield would be a big one right here.
Oh, who needs a simple single though?
Back goes Peterson.
Manny Machado the other way, 3-run shot. We have the lead. That's one thing I wish, like this stadium would be going apeshit, and everybody, players, would be going nuts right now. Machado wouldn't be just jogging casually; he'd be sprinting the bases, and he'd be freaking out at home plate. From down 1 with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th to up 3.
People always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find
living up to the contract with Machado.
Your attention, please.
Emilio Pagan, you can sit down. Shane Green, you can warm up. Matt Strom, you can sit down. Actually, I'll keep Pagan up.
And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time.
Oh my God, that's unbelievable.
And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game.
We've got the Dodgers number.
Not cheated on that swing, but the splitters by him 0-2.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming, and then boom, the bottom falls out of it. Terrific pitch.
Boom,
inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
Try to come in with a fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away, so now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
Damn.
High in the air and deep to
I
left
just missed
center
that one.
field. Back goes Betts.
Oh, Machado and Tatis go back to back.
Back-to-back two-out home run.
With 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th inning from down 1 to up 4. On an Eric Hosmer game-tying double, a Manny Machado go-ahead 3-run shot, and now a Fernando Tatis insurance solo shot, and that's why I kept Pagan up.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Ryan
Dozier at the plate.
Dozier.
Wouldn't that bat, that's a strike. Wouldn't that bat by Tatis too to get the count to 3-2 and then take him deep to go back to back, make him throw 6 pitches.
This is hit high in the air
Just
out
missed that
toward
one.
left center. On the move is Peterson. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. We're on to the 9th here in game 1. The Padres lead it 10-6.
I'm gonna text my cousin. Okay. Pagan, you're in.
Emilio Pagan comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth inning.
This was
underway.
not at all how people probably expected this
Number
game to go.
9.
They were probably expecting a pitcher's duel with Paddock and Kershaw. Both guys didn't make it. No, Kershaw made it out of the 6th. Paddock didn't make it out of the 5th. Or he didn't make it past the 5th, I should say. And a combined 16 runs scored, a 10-6 win for us.
0-1.
That's a strike.
Yeah, 1 ball, 1 strike.
But low, it's a ball and a strike. And a curveball's by
1
him
ball,
that time as he
2
falls
strike.
behind now 1-2. He struck him out. Third time he's fanned in the game.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to
Now
say
batting.
about that.
I have
pitch.
Mookie Betts' number,
0-1
period, in this game for some reason, let alone in the
That's
postseason.
just
Bet.
a real tough pitch for a hitter
So,
to pick up.
expect him to be a
out of
non-factor
pitcher's
for the
hand, so
most
they end up
part. I
chasing
think he's only
when
taken
they're
me
in
deep
tech
once.
The Dodgers down to their final strike.
And I face the Dodgers pretty much every run. If I'm in the NL, I face them somewhere in the postseason. If I'm in the AL, I pretty much face them every World Series.
Taking game
Say pretty
one
much,
of
because I
this
know I've faced
division
Washington at
series.
least once, Chicago
Yeah,
once,
but remember, this is just a
couple of
5-game
random
series,
teams
so
in there,
getting that first win is really
but a
more
big
meaningful
1-0 lead
this
in the
round than it
NLDS.
would be
I have to
in
go
the
pee as
LCS
well, so
or
I'm going
the
to do
World
that.
Series. Now, if they can win game 2, they will be really in a comfortable position.
And now, what about the Dodgers?
Well, they will be pretty desperate to win Game 2 to even this thing up, Matty, for the reason Dan just mentioned. Game 2's outcome's really going to advance the narrative of this series.
Ooh, down 2-0 in game 2. Okay. So far, I mean, Taiwan's not pitching bad, necessarily. He's not pitching up to his par, I'd say, but his par was a very incredible bar. The offense is just not been producing. Of course, it's raining. I can't go through one postseason without multiple raining games.
Heidi, what can you report about what they're
Leading off for the Dodgers.
Pitch count's also high.
The first baseman, Max.
Fastball was too much
Oh,
for
never
him.
mind my lineup. His spot in the lineup just came in.
Swung right through it.
That's not a strike, but thank you,
This
sir.
man has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Max Macy goes
The
down
batter,
to become
number
the first
5.
out in the 6th
Shortstop,
inning. And he
Corey
fouls this one off.
Seager.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hit down the line. At first.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
Swing and a flare hit towards
That's gonna
right.
fall.
And
Oh!
now a lunging catch, and he does a full
Okay,
gainer
Aquino,
as
we
well,
see
but
you.
somehow hangs
Now
on
back.
to
Beautiful
the
play.
second
I
out.
really didn't think you were gonna have a shot at that.
Jock Peterson.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. One count. Here's the pitch. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead.
Nice, nice, nice.
Leading up for the
I didn't
Padres,
check the days between games.
the right fielder,
One and
number 44.
the last game of the year. Attaboy, Aquino. Lead off double. Oh, maybe not. I'm gonna try for it. Lead off double.
Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Now batting, shortstop,
That's
A
okay.
single swing of the bat.
Fernando.
This might be their chance right here. They've struggled producing
Fernando,
runs,
you
but
did great
there
in
he is
game
at
1.
second base. A shot to the outfield scores it. Then who knows what kind of role they could get on. Got to take it.
See, how does he make that play? That's over my head 11 times out of 11.
The third baseman, number 13,
Manny Machado.
Manny
1 for 2, including a double.
Machado.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
It's a good curveball.
0-1's
Pitching
the
a little
count.
Man,
bit
you gotta at
backwards
least get
in
one
this
run here.
situation. I'd expect a hitter to be
Not
sitting
one
off
run.
speed.
You got to get the run in, though.
Here's the 0-1.
I got 1
Plays
ball, 1
off the
strike.
slider, and it's 1-1.
That's not some bad pitching right there.
Yeah, I mean, it's
You're
definitely gonna be
2
pitching
pitches
around.
down, but you have a runner on third, and you know this hitter is looking for something up in the zone
2 balls,
that he
1
can
strike.
hit in the air for a sacrifice fly.
I'm surprised they're not just intentionally walking him.
The 2-1. Drilled down the line. This will be
Good
a
pitch to
foul
hit, but
ball
fucking
as that
hard, man.
evens things at 2-2. As a look, now the pitch.
Just with the rain, they weren't worried about the home run ball. All right, we got a run in, though.
Throw to first is in time, but
On the
meanwhile,
board.
the runner is in to score.
That's what we need.
Now batting, left fielder,
Now it'll be the
Tommy.
Tommy Pham. Couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Damn it, that was
Gets him to pop it
fucking
up
terrible
on the right
pitch.
side of the infield. Muncy is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. More baseball on MLB. All set for the start of the inning, and next will be
leading
the
off
top.
This is after 30 minutes. I'll get back to y'all in an hour. And this is after an hour and a half. Y'all want to know how to get a tan super back to y'all in an hour. And this is after an hour and a half.
Our hitting catcher.
The catcher.
Now remind my lineup. Who made the last out fam? So I got 5, 6, and 7 due up.
Smith.
Will Smith.
I'm okay with those two being up. I'm gonna let Tyone go one batter leash here. Especially because I'm not sure if the rain is going to come into effect and be like, oh, we need to delay the game.
And he loves to throw it inside.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit
Alright,
earlier.
not a good slider. I mean, velocity-wise, I guess that
2-2
helped.
to the
But
Dodgers catcher. As he just continues to mow down.
strikeouts are there for Tyone. I guess. Did he give up a 2-run shot?
Your
I guess.
attention, please.
Oh, wow, they pulled the board. I wasn't sure if they would.
Number 3.
In there, 0-1.
Taylor.
So wow, Tyone actually lasted longer than his opposition.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
Can you shut the fuck up and not jinx me?
Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing.
I mean, this is really a stellar line.
Now batting.
7 innings, a 2-run ball. I mean, obviously, yeah, you could do better and not give up 2 runs. Only give up 1, give up none. But this many strikeouts, keeping your team in it. You know, with our offense, this is nothing. Or it shouldn't be nothing. Or it should be nothing.
Hit on the ground to shortstop. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first. Gets him, and the side is retired.
Okay. Oh, we have more hits than they do.
Call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7.
Come on, Dozier. Brian Dozier. B-Dozer.
Here's Brian Dozier now. Career against Blake Trinan. Not great. He's 1 for 8. Base hit into
We'll take him the other way.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate.
The center fielder, number 4. Will Meyer.
Sinker ball, double play.
First pitch of the at-bat. Slapped hard the opposite way. But this is right at him in right field.
I should have rephrased that. Now it'll be a sinker ball double play because it's inning ending.
Up next for the Padres.
Riding into
The
the
first
Mr.
baseman.
Overrated himself.
Eric
1 for 2 in the ball game.
Hosmer.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Dozier, base runner at first with 1 out. Check swing,
That's the ball.
Wow, that definitely looked like a swing, but I'll take it. I'm actually going to sit down for Domo. I'm going to watch Stammen. At this point, I'm only going to have someone go 1 inning. Might as well be one of the guys that can only go 1 inning. Yep, there's Hosmer, Mr. Overrated.
That's an out.
Like I said, double play ball in the inning.
What a double.
Okay.
Ready to begin the 8th.
Leading off for the Dodgers.
Standing in is the veteran
third
third
baseman,
baseman, Justin
Justin
Turner. Craig Stammen
Turner.
has been
Ladies
summoned
and
from the
gentlemen,
bullpen and
your
shall do so
attention,
to
please.
start the 8th.
Now pitching
Bobby
for
Cox
the
always
Padres.
used to say, I'm going to put you in
Number
positions
34.
to be successful.
Craig
Well, against the modern-day bullpen,
Stammen.
easier said than done. These guys are throwing flames from all arm angles.
Now batting, left fielder, Mookie Betts.
Now in the box, Mookie Betts. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ball.
That's
Righty
a
against
strike.
righty as
Like,
this is taken for a ball. It's
through and
1-0.
through a strike, but whatever.
See the slider in there, 1-1. Now here it comes.
That's a ball.
Can't find
That's
the zone
even more of
there
a
as he
strike.
lays
Are you
off
kidding
the
me?
breaking ball.
Okay, so I can't go inside at all.
Pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. And right into the shift. Scooped up. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Okay, so it's just I'm getting fucking keyholed here. I just don't have that side of the plate. I can go inside against lefties, I guess.
Entirely too much of the play. Curveball that rolled over the heart of the plate.
I got the count.
He's
1
got
and
to pull
2.
the trigger on that one.
Count is 1-2 now. Now here's the pitch.
3.
Wow.
Strike him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down.
Surprised I got that call.
Your attention, please.
On to pitch out
Now
of the
pitching
bullpen
for
in the
Los
bottom half of the
Angeles.
eighth.
Number 51.
Into the box now, Francisco Mejia, who sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving.
Mejia hitless through the first 2 games is not that
Only
good.
down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
$60, $58, or $42, $67. He's got good vision and discipline, decent clutch.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Padres. Number 10. Jarek Saad.
I should have went Grisham.
Rope ball.
Ground ball
Yeah, that's
sent
fine.
back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a one-out hit.
Well, this is where the manager makes his money right there. Nice at bat.
Now batting.
Now.
Number 44.
Dan, as a pitcher, did it make you a little nervous?
Pinch running at
when the guy
first for the Padres.
No doubt about it.
Number 2.
This is a very
Hmm,
difficult
students.
spot. You're 1 hit away from
Ricka.
getting right back into this game and tying this game up. You're going to have to really
Count
think
1-0.
about putting somebody on first that might be able to score on a ball in a gap.
The 1-0. There's a slider taken for a ball.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
Fouled off. Runner's going. Bounce it to the left side.
A double play at least.
And that's the second out.
That would have been an inning-ending double play if I didn't run.
And that'll bring up Fernando
Now
Tatis
batting.
Jr.
The
Been a rough
shortstop.
go of things at the plate for him so
Fernando
far, but his guys are
Tatis
looking for him to change that right
Junior.
Yeah, nothing better.
hit high and deep out to left field.
Tatis ties it.
And that is off the wall. And they'll tie the ball game as the run scores.
Tied it up with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th again.
Ball game now.
The third baseman,
Here's
number
Manny Machado
13.
now. Runner in scoring
Manny
position with two.
Machado.
Today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late
Ball
innings, so
one,
that
no strike.
RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an
I'm
hour
out.
with sinking cut. That is unbelievable. He's able to get that knock in that big spot.
That's beautiful at bat by Tatis.
Ready with the 1-0.
Nope.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
High fly ball out
Damn,
to
just
straightaway
missed that one.
center. Peterson
changeup.
giving chase. And he brings it down to end the inning as the goal.
It's not the entire same magic as game
Ladies
1.
and gentlemen,
Your
your
Feels the rain
attention,
stopped
please.
too. Wow, you don't see that too often when the rain just stops.
Number 55. May.
Underway now as the
Oh,
first
wow.
pitch is
Raw.
taken
We're
for a
getting the
ball
call for
strike.
once.
And he gets him to
No
swing
ball,
through that
2
one.
strikes.
He's in control 0-2.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball, a lot of different ways to get guys out.
I just realized
Another foul
the
ball.
Profar Grisham move was so crucial. Who knows if Grisham gets that hit and then scores.
Ball 1.
Next 0-2 misses, and
One
that'll
ball,
move it to
2 strikes.
And if I didn't run there, I'd been
And that's
getting
his
over
strikeout
and down
pitch
one,
right
so.
there. You know, you'll see a lot of
Against the
guys swing
shift.
right
What a
over the
surprise.
top
That would have been
of
a routine single.
And this is going to get down for what should be extra bases. And there's your potential go-ahead run. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
Man, that's what he looked like.
Now batting,
Self-defense and a
the
real
shortstop,
ball swing, but hey,
Corey.
he muscled it out there.
Ball
and
one's
it was
the count.
enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
I got the count.
Swinging
0-2.
strike, and now it's 0-2.
You have one job in this situation,
Nice.
especially down 0-2.
Humongous strikeout
You
there.
have to find a way to advance that runner to third. and give
Now
your
batting,
teammate a chance
the center
to
fielder,
drive something into the
Josh
outfield. You cannot
Peterson.
not come through in this situation.
Jock Peterson is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. Popped him up. Machado in foul ground.
Beautiful.
He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, catcher,
Now at the
Will
plate, Will Smith.
Smith.
He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Who's on their bench is the real question, because they're obviously going to pinch hit. Beatty, Barnes, Hernandez, and Pollock likes lefties.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Barely able to make contact. Down
Also,
0-2
fuck Will
now.
Smith. I don't want to walk him and get his OPS up higher, or his on-base percentage up higher.
And he strikes
can
him
do
out
that.
on the good pitch, so 1 run can win it as we... All set
There
for
it is,
the
they can
bottom
slow
of
it
the
all
Way to
day.
go for the
Should have
Padres.
walked him.
The
Damn.
outfielder,
The left
Tommy
fielder,
Pham.
Tommy.
Fly
It's a catch
ball out
22.
toward left
Yeah.
center field. Betts giving chase.
Or
He makes the catch.
it's a double-edged
Great
sword, not a
effort
catch
to get
22. I
there
don't
and
catch
record
22
the
actually.
The
first out
batter,
of the
number
inning.
9, second
Ready
baseman,
for another shot
Ryan
now. Brian Dozier. Last time
Dozier.
through was a base hit. Lifted in
Damn
the
it.
out towards left center.
If that were a slider that actually like slid it all.
He brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Fuck me.
the center fielder, number 4,
Here's Will Myers.
Will Myers.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball 1.
That's a strike, but I'll
Now
take it.
action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. That evens it up 1-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble.
Hold all tickets. 2-out double for Will Myers.
Second. And the possible winning run is into second base. He's got a
Now
two-out
batting,
double.
first
Hey,
baseman,
that's a nice piece of
Aaron
hitting. 2-out base knock, put the
Hosmer.
runner on base. Let's see if someone
Mr.
can catch
Overrated
a gap
tied it
in this.
last night, or yesterday. Can he win it here?
Here's the first pitch.
Of course not.
Swung on, but fouled off to the left.
Swing at pitches like that. Terrible ass.
Hit hard back up
Yep.
the middle.
You get one in the middle of the plate and you fucking ground out.
And nothing
Got
will
him.
come of the two-out double.
Oh, the complete package, 28 speed. If it's
Your
higher
attention,
than
please.
35, he beats that out.
Big
It's
hit
fucking
for
weird.
Los Angeles.
Complete package, my ass.
Number
Yeah.
11,
His
AJ.
complete package is shit.
Hold
That's
it.
all he is. That's all Eric
0-1.
Hosmer is. And that's not because he's just making that out now for me. I've been saying that for years, and since it started, I've been saying it since the start of this run. I've been saying it for years. Eric Hosmer is overrated. He's not worth his contract. The only reason he got that money was because Scott Boras.
Ball.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he
That's
certainly
it.
looked
Ball
ready
2.
for a breaker.
I remember
on that
there's
pitch.
a point where the
2-2
Red
the
Sox
count.
were looking to pursue him,
And a half swing now.
and I'm so fucking glad we did not get him.
First out of the inning.
The
Fooled
batter,
him just enough with
number
that pitch
9.
to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big.
Why?
slow
What does that red
guys
circle fucking
because
mean?
once
I
they're
just
committed
fucked up
to
so hard. I
swinging,
see that, I'm like,
it's
oh, I can
hard
die
for
for
them
it.
to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
And he will make it in safely. It's a triple, and the go-ahead run is at third with
Up
only
next
one
is
away.
Dodgers. The third baseman,
Stepping
Justin.
in now,
Ball
Wait, what am I
Justin
doing?
Turner. As the
He's
first
on
pitch
deck.
here's a bit
Count
high,
1-0.
it's ball one.
Boy, this is a dicey situation right here.
I should have just
Well,
pitched
they
around
missed
him,
with
but
the
I don't want to
first
risk
one,
leaving
but
one
then
in
they
his zone.
decide,
So.
let's go ahead and put him aboard here. And they'll do just that as you see the signal from the dugout.
Hey, he can run, so it's going to be hard to double
The
up. That's
left
not a strike, but I'll take it.
Ball
Thank you,
there on
sir.
the pitch inside.
Set.
It's nothing in one.
Awesome execution.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And he'll
No,
just
he's in
beat
there.
the
Stay.
throw
Didn't even
to
think about
second.
taking the
He's
tag
in
down,
there.
okay.
Well, the lead runner holds on, but the trailer will take second. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk.
Now batting,
Forced
right
play is
fielder,
now in
Down.
order.
Cody
Now a good pitch
Bellinger.
around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. And now everybody's running.